Imagine standing in a quiet market square on a normal Monday afternoon, the smell of fresh bread drifting through the air and the soft murmur of neighbors filling the streets, when suddenly a distant hum begins to rise on the horizon, low at first, almost ignorable, but growing louder with every second until it becomes a deafening roar that vibrates in your chest, forcing you to look up as the sky darkens. Not with clouds, but with waves of aircraft. And within minutes, the ground beneath you shatters, buildings collapse, and everything familiar is reduced to chaos and fire. This wasn't World War II. This was 1937 in Guernica, a small town in Spain. And what happened there revealed something the world dangerously misunderstood. Because the Spanish Civil War was never just a local conflict. It was a brutal laboratory where the tactics, strategies, and psychological warfare that would later define World War II were first tested in real time. As Europe stood on the edge of collapse, with democracy weakening and two powerful ideologies rising, fascism and communism, turning Spain into a proxy battlefield where Hitler, Mussolini, and Stalin didn't just send support to win a war, but to experiment with new weapons and methods of control, pushing the boundaries of what war could become. And for the first time, the line between soldier and civilian disappeared, introducing terrifying concepts like the fifth column, where the enemy wasn't just outside the city, but already inside it, hiding among neighbors, creating a culture of fear and paranoia where trust collapsed and anyone could be a traitor, proving that psychological pressure could be more powerful than physical force. While in the skies above, the Condor Legion carried out bombing campaigns designed not just
chose non-intervention, convincing themselves the conflict was contained, unintentionally sending a signal that aggression would go unpunished, emboldening dictators who realized they could push further without consequence, while at the same time propaganda on all sides reached unprecedented levels, turning opponents into monsters and animals, stripping away their humanity and making violence not only acceptable but justified, leading to waves of executions, terror campaigns, and mass killings where people were targeted not for what they had done, but for what they represented, ultimately reshaping the psychology of war itself. And when the conflict ended in 1939, just months before World War II began, the results of this deadly experiment were already clear. Civilians had become primary targets, fear had become the most effective weapon, and the international community would hesitate in the face of rising danger, making Spain not just a forgotten chapter of history, but a warning, a mirror reflecting what happens when fear replaces reason and silence replaces action, forcing us to confront a question that still matters today. Are we capable of recognizing these patterns when they begin? Or are we once again ignoring the distant hum on the horizon, assuming it won't reach us until it's already too late?